Man, it takes me back to my days. I worked at a roller rink and I worked at a grocery store, and I would work at the rink until like midnight.
What, you met
And
him?
I had to be at the grocery store at like 4:30 in the morning, and I was driving down this road, and it was a long, kind of lonely road, and I'll never forget. Highway to Hell came on the radio, and I'm blasting it going down this road, and I stopped for a minute and said, "Wait a minute, hold on. I do hope I'm not on a highway to hell right now, but screw it." I turned the music up, it was just rolling down. It was great, but Bon Scott was absolutely phenomenal.
Whole lot of Rosie.
I once dreamed about Bon Scott. He met me in my dreams and told me that I'm a real great singer and I should go further. And that was a great dream. I can't forget it. It's always, when I'm down once a year, I remember that dream. Bon told me to keep it up.
You are a great singer. He told the truth.
He's right.
Yeah,
He's
he told
right.
the truth. You really are. I mean, a lot of people are kiss asses, suck ups, and stuff like that. But the whole story of you guys on our station was kind of weird because it happened on a Sunday right before our top 10 countdown was to be done on Monday. I was tallying up all of the requests and everything, and I've been getting all of these weird requests from Germany and Russia for Skew Siskin. I'm like, and I started thinking that maybe this is a band that I got a CD or something from them, and when I was back home when my mom had a heart attack, I had to actually moved my station physically back to St. Louis because I was there for a year. And I was thinking maybe they heard it off of a block of music that I played or something like that, but I have no clue who these guys are. And that Sunday, I went and looked into, we have two emails that we get our correspondence from, and I went and looked at the one that I rarely check, and there's some guy from the Ice Hockey Federation of Russia and all this, and he sent these songs.
What?
And I put two and two together. I'm like, and he sent me a letter saying that people are saying they want to hear our music on your station, whatever. And I'm like, okay. And I went back and I looked and I said, wait a minute, these are the guys who everybody has been requesting. And once I tallied up all of those requests, you guys debuted, I think, at number 7 in the top 10, and we didn't even know who you were. Had no clue.
Wow, I'm flattered. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because we've never been to Russia.
Listen, you have Russian fans.
Yeah, we were selling our CDs over there, that I know, but we have never been there. Ooh, Russia! That's cool. So an ice...
Matter of fact, we're looking at the Red Army right now on TV. Oh, no, that's the Detroit Red Wings.
Oh, no. Invasion.
That's gone.
So, Jim, you're the guitar player, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, now tell me about those guitar influences. I'm a musician myself, and when she mentioned, when you guys said The Who, the first thing that popped in my mind was John Entwistle, because I'm a bass player. Mm-hmm. And I thought he was one of the absolute greatest bass players in the world. He's one of the guys who made me want to pick up a bass and play. Who was your influence?
Pete Townshend. I found on the flea market the record The Who live at Leeds, and I got addicted.
Yes.
And later on I had this bet with an American producer who said, you cannot cover Young Man because nothing repeats in that song. And I said, I bet you can cover it, So we were going for a few bottles of whiskey, So I came back and showed him our cover. We had that sometimes on MySpace uploaded. And so I won the thing, And later on, I was fortunate enough to show it to John Entwistle. And he loved it and invited us to the show. So
nice.
Wow.
That was really cool. Another cover we did was Purple Haze from Jimi Hendrix. And then someday we got a letter from the Jimi Hendrix Foundation that this cover was elected to be in the Jimi Hendrix files officially because of audience request. So that was good too. Our influences are from the 70s. First the English bands, of course, because we are next to England, like The Who, The Cream, Jimi Hendrix, and all these bands. And later on, the American bands like ZZ Top, for example. All these classic bands influenced us, And we were never so really interested in modern bands because we thought, let's go back to the classic time and learn from that and develop from that. Sometimes we record covers just to get into the mood before we record our own album. We don't intend to release them. We just do it for the fun. And then we move over to our own songs. And that was always good and felt good in the studio when after you did a masterpiece like Crosstown Traffic or so, then you go to your own songs and you can compare how good are we against crosstown traffic. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
Exactly.
pretty good. I mean, that's pretty
put on the slouch hats and the glitter scars. You know,
Oh, there you
So-
go.
So when we
paint everything purple.
we had a show in Dallas once, so we had to play El Diablo there. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Diablo, absolutely. When were you in Dallas? How long ago was that?
That was 93, I guess. Our very, very first tour.
Oh, okay, very
Nice.
good. Because actually, here in the States, Dallas is my favorite city. I absolutely love that city. Me and my wife, we lived down there for 3 years, and I found it to be a very good city. What cities over here did you find your favorite?
New York, Dallas, Philadelphia,
Chicago.
Chicago, and yeah, Los Angeles too. Los Angeles is
Yeah.
a world on its own. You know?
Yeah, only a few places actually.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. You
Nice.
just haven't come to Vegas.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to.
You have to come to Vegas. I mean,
We were
yeah, I mean, we got a concert series that we're doing here with independent bands, and it's called the Rooftop Series over on the Alexis Park Hotel and Resort. It gives you a great skyline of the city and everything, and we just play. It's an outdoor concert upstairs, so it's pretty cool.
Cool.
I'm sure if you guys came, we couldn't do it because they'd probably have too many damn people for the roof to hold. It'll collapse.
Well, yeah, right.
We made a stop at Las Vegas Airport, and it was the beginning of the tour with Black Sabbath, and we all had our per diem money. Our tour manager saw our looks to all these gambling places, and he hurried up to get us out there, you know. So
He's looking out for
that
your
was
best
really the
interest.
truth. He said, we have to move on, you know. And we said,
Yeah.
why? You know?
Poor guy.
Right. Well, actually, I think he was brilliant because a lot of people blow a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wanted
that's
to
what
do the
they-
tour, you know.
Hey, who knows? You guys might have won, big. Hey, there's no telling. That's what
Yeah.
Vegas does.
Well, there's a
but,
percentage of winning.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not a big one, but
There's a
Yeah, well,
chance.
I'm Lady Luck, so I try.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
I
That's
saw, I saw Lemmy a few times getting something like $1,000 out of one gambling thing here in Berlin.
really?
Yeah, I mean, he invested 50, and got 1,000 out, and I thought that is a nice way to pay your rent, you know.
Well, everybody, and the casinos really want everybody to have their eye on him when they're doing that. So they say, hey, he only put 50 in. I can get 1,000 out of it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And next thing you know, they're taking everybody for $100, $200. But it is cool. I mean, I used to gamble for a living. I did it professionally. So now, when are you guys hopefully looking at touring again?
Well, right now we are going into the studio again to record the new ideas for a new CD, and that will take us until the end of summer. And during that time, we are checking the situation. We would have been much earlier in the States, but it really has to be planned very carefully because of the visas. That's
Sure.
the difficult thing.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It's kind of like what we're going to do, I guess, when we get out of here, because we got to make sure our visas and everything are.
It's
and-
probably harder to get into the United States
Oh, I'm
now
sure
than
it
it
is.
is to.
It is a
Sure.
lot of bureaucracy.
I'm sorry.
It is a lot of bureaucracy.
Oh,
Right,
it's
right,
horrible.
right.
Now, do you find it difficult to get into other countries as difficult as it is to get into the States?
Now, all other countries are easy.
Well, Arabia may not.
Well, we haven't been there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I can figure that. We make everything hard for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
So that's kind of a U.S. thing there.
That's
But
just
it's
the
all.
way it is.
You know what? What we need to do is really get the German listenership built up. So we're going to have to effectively go and pull out the German population, especially in Berlin, and have them listen to Big and Long in the morning. Okay,
That's right.
And
Right.
if we do that, we may be able to take a trip to Germany for a week and do our show from there.
That's right.
Cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty
We
cool.
can be
Yeah,
with
do it.
Skew Siskin.
Do it from
Yeah.
our studio. We have a recording studio.
See, so
There we go.
We can do the show from the Skew Siskin hallowed halls.
Right, yeah.
We could do.
Sounds pretty.
That's cool. Doing a show in Berlin for Las Vegas.
See.
Yeah,
There you go.
fantastic.